really time I do a listening session of this instrumental album called Sunlight. I actually released this album on mp3.com under another name, but then it's Sunlight instrumentals. I have to do listening session of my instrumental hip hop albums as well, because why not? This show is brought. Welcome to Club Shada episode 379. Next episode is going to be either a listening session or a Q&A. This show is brought to you by shadaware.com, the gods of good fortune. I'm wearing the Ape Royal t-shirt on Shadaware. You can go to shadaware.com and check them out. We have a stream royalty that is Mike Phoenix. So say hi to Mike Phoenix. Listen, you know what is crazy about going live on TikTok for 1 hour and then after that going live on and then going live on YouTube for 1 hour after is two things. First of all, my TikTok audience is predominantly French. French speaking. Most of the people speak both language or Portuguese and English, but on TikTok, my live is in French. That's a choice. That show that I do called Internet Village. But depending on who talk to me, I speak the different languages, but it's more French. On YouTube, it's more in English. Another difference is that on TikTok, I have like 5,000 people showing up for the live because the algorithm is crazy out there. And then on YouTube, it's going to be 100 people. So it's more a family show. It's more personal. It's more like, I know all the people here, etc., etc. And then on TikTok, the comments go so fast that I don't see nothing. But it's very interesting to actually do lives in both platforms. Sometimes I'm thinking about taking lives that are on TikTok and uploading them back to YouTube or maybe some clips, but I rather keep everything in their own platforms. So anyway, I hope everybody is doing great. I hope you are in your good, best feelings. Make sure to, first of all, like this live. Second of all, make sure to put the flags of where you're watching from, as always. Black Free Thinker. What do you do? I hope you're doing good. What's good? Jujuzão. Hey, happy to see you too. I tried to send you a message on TikTok, and I cannot send you a message because I'm following you, but you're not following me. Can you imagine? How crazy is that? It is what it is. Vraiment. Les gens ont changé. I thought we were friends, but I see that all you care about is wait, I'm doing a story I'm doing a story on TikTok to show people that I'm live. Past. Live now. Club Shada. And I'm going to put Kaysha.tv. It's crazy to see that some platforms, bro, when you do it live, there's so much people, it's crazy. It is crazy. Let me put this to my story. I'm also going to put this in my WhatsApp story, because I have a WhatsApp story for those who have my number. Where is it? That's when I realized that my mom watches my show. Like, because the next day she do comments. Yeah, when you say this, I'm like, huh? All right. It is 6:47 in Syracuse, New York, USA. I'm going to New York soon. I sent you a DM on Twitter. I don't know why I can't follow people on TikTok. Oh, interesting. That is, that's strange. Maybe they wait for your account to be old enough or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. What do you do, XOXO? Cuckoo. We are good. How are you? Listen, I want to talk to you about something interesting that I've kind of, I'm very aware of my surroundings, and I can see how things are changing on some things. And something I realize is that miles are dead. I believe that plane companies, either it's the plane companies or it's the people. Because, I remember when I was obsessed with miles. Like, because in Air France, that's where I started really, when I was traveling a lot for shows and stuff. I would do a lot of every show, every plane that I would take, right? I would only take Air France, or SkyTeam, which is the consortium of companies that are in the same team as Air France. And I would only, and it would be in my contract, I only fly with SkyTeam because of the miles. So after, I think 30 flights come and go, and so outside of France, not if you go from Paris to Nice, but for example, if you go from Paris to Brussels, Paris to London, Paris to New York, this counts as how do you call this? I mean, these unlock a certain flight, and if you get 30 of those, you get the gold card, or you can do a certain amount of miles. And every year, our goal would be to stay gold. So we would do everything. I mean, with the show, it was easy. I would do sometimes 50 to 100 flights every year because, just Paris to London, I would do probably 5 shows in the UK every year. I would do what? 2 shows in Congo, 1 show in Gabon, 1 show in Cameroon, 1 show in South Africa, 1 show here, 2 tours in the US, South America, etc., etc. So every year, I would easily do 100 flights, especially the status flights. That's the name. So I was always having a gold membership at Air France. So what did you get from that? You would get access to the lounge, and you would get priority boarding, priority seating, and if the flight was full, you would get upgraded to business for free, and you would have access, you would have a special access to do the security, etc. So you would be treated as if you were a business class passenger, even if you're in economic flight. And most of the time, for the promoters in the Zouk business, you would fly economic or premium. So actually, if you get a nice seat in the front, and you have your gold card, you're almost like in a business class thing. And we would ask for business class flights if it was more than 4 hours. For the rest, we didn't really care. And we understand that the promoters are spending their money and they're investing, etc. So we're trying to work with them instead of working against them. And then I moved to Portugal. When I moved to Portugal, I became the main company here is not in SkyTeam. The main company here, TAP Portugal, is part of Star Alliance. So because I moved here 12 years ago, I was like, okay, do I stay on SkyTeam and every time I travel, I still ask to go to via Air France or SkyTeam, meaning that if I take British Airways, is it British? I will still have to fly everywhere from and pass by London. Or if I take Air France, I will still have, wherever I go, if I'm going to Germany, I will still have to go Germany, Lisbon, then Frankfurt, then another country. So it would always be 4 flights to come and go. And I said to myself, nah, it makes no sense. I'd rather fly with TAP. So that's when I moved to Star Alliance. So I still had my miles for a long time on Air France and stuff, but I decided let me rebuild and become gold quick in Portugal. So I started when I just arrived. I was still doing a lot of shows, so I started like quickly. I became gold. Listen, 2 flights in Miami, 1 flight here, 10 flights to Paris. It was quick. So I became gold. And actually, when you start playing the game of miles, you are kind of obsessed with the idea of staying on your gold status. And it's kind of a right. And now I'm here, and now I'm here after all these years, right? The pandemic started, and during the pandemic, I feel like everything changed because most of us didn't fly for years, for 2 years. And before the pandemic, I used to fly all the time, even like not for shows. I would go to the US, go spend some days in Miami, go in Thailand, go here, go to Paris all the time. And I don't know, something happened during the pandemic where I lost the pleasure of flying. I got so used to just staying home, working from home. I started doing my show live on YouTube, and yeah, I kind of lost this will to always be away. And like I had a daughter. She was how old she was during the pandemic. She was 4. Yeah, she was 4. She's about to be 7. So she was 3 or 4. I don't remember. But yeah, it just changed a lot of things for me. And because I didn't travel that much, I ended up losing a lot of miles and not really care. And that's when I realized something. Everything that you used to have with the miles as everything you used to have with the miles as a gold member, you can buy them now. And I realized that because one day I was in Belgium. I went to see my son in Brussels. And on my way back, I arrived at security at the gate, and the security gate. And I was about to do the line like everybody else because I just had a normal ticket. And then I see that to go through the premium security line, the fast lane, there was a QR code. They were saying, yeah, scan the QR code. So, I had time. So curiously, there was a lot of people. I scanned the QR code and I look, and they say, yeah, you can buy the access to the fast lane for 10 euros. I'm like, what? Take my phone, PayPal, 10 euros. I receive a QR code. I arrive to the private access for, and then beep, and go through. And I was like, whoa. And you can also buy some passes that can help you go to lounges. You pay for example, there's one you pay 350 every year, and then you have access to all the lounges in the year in the world. And if you are with somebody they can have access to, you just pay extra. So imagine if it's like 350 per year, it's like 30 per month. It kind of makes sense. Like, you just pay 30 every month and you have access to all the lounges in the world. And then with my crypto card, with my card from crypto.com, there's also an access to lounges. And with my black card from Revolut, my Visa Infinite from Revolut, I also have lounge access. So then I was like, wait a minute. If I can, at the reservation, or when I'm doing the how you call this, the check-in online, they give you the option. You can buy lounge access. I don't need, because I have lounge access. And you can buy priority boarding for $10 or 10 euros, and fast lane for 10 euros. And me, I was like, oh, wait, listen, every time I travel somewhere, I just buy that. 20 euros. And when I have a show, now I put in my contract, hey, you need to buy me tickets with these options. I want these options. And you can buy even the nice seats. If you're in economy, you can buy the seat with more room and food. You can just pay for all that. So I was like, so what's the point? And the last 2-3 years, I was asking to myself, what's the point of having a gold card? It's just like some ego thing. So I just let my status go down to silver, and then go back to whatever is what is the name of it? I don't know. I don't even care. And yeah, I believe that the plane company also, probably because of the pandemic moment, they pivoted. They were like, yo, listen, we'd rather make money, because if we have every flight, let's say 50 people, if a flight of, 200 people in a flight, if 50 people buy priority access, that's 500 euros on top of everything else. And if they also buy premium boarding, that's another 500, that's 1,000. And if they also buy the lounge, I think they sell the lounge for 25 or 30. Yeah, listen, if there's 10 people or 30 people, that's another 1,000. And multiply these by the number of flights they do every day. That's a couple of 2,000 more in the balance sheet. For them, they really like, yo, listen, let's just make the money instead of. And you can even buy now cards. I've seen these on tap, so I don't know about the other companies, but you can even buy now a card that you pay every year that give you all the same priorities and stuff. I think it costs 400 per year or 800 per year. I don't know. But if you travel a lot, all these advantages that you would have taken with miles, you can just buy the card. And for the plane company, yeah, they're like, yeah, let's just make money. So the more you pay, the better you get. So I guess miles are dead. What you think? It is what it is. C'est ça même XOXO. TikTok en français, Club Shada en anglais. Vous imaginez, you don't listen. Parfois là, passer d'une langue à l'autre comme ça. Anyway, on est là, on est bon. What up, Natu? Listen. So my mom is back. My mom is back in Lisbon. So it's been 3 years. 3 years. It's been 3 months since she did her hip surgery. So she's walking so much better. It's crazy. So she's having her next radios and seeing the person who did the surgery, who's an amazing doctor. Listen, if you know anybody that has hip problems, get at me, because I know the best doctor. Listen, the scar is small like this. It's crazy. And so she's coming here for this. So she's here for 2 weeks so she can enjoy a little bit of Portugal, and at the same time go see the doctor. So it's so cool. And listen, I have found something that is revolutionary. You have no idea how revolutionary the thing that I found is. First of all, if you're enjoying the show, put some rainbows in the chat. Listen, I found something that is revolutionary when it comes to AI. Listen, AI is already like something crazy. There's a lot of people, listen, engineers and graphics used to not like me because I would always remove them out of their job. Because me, I'm a guy, I'm going to work with you and I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions, and then I'm going to go home. I'm going to go home and I'm going to try. And at a point when I'm good enough, I'm going to tell you, I'm not paying you no more. I don't need you. But that was before AI. Now with AI, listen, even the cover arts, etc. Listen, it is crazy the things you can do with AI. So I discovered a new website called Odimi. And listen, since I work from home and I record from home, there's a lot of times where I have ideas and I don't have time because I'm very I like to do things as I'm thinking about them. I like to just take my microphone and record my ideas, right? So sometimes I miss the good old days when I had a track and it had a female chorus, for example, right? And so, it is what it is. I can do my chorus myself, but sometimes for diversity, it's cool to have female voice. And then, but I tend to just do myself because, it's simpler. But listen, this thing I found is a revolution. Listen, let me open a session and show you in real time the revolution that I'm talking about, right? I'm going to show you in real time because I just tested it today, and I was like, the things that I'm gonna do with this. Oh, listen. All right. Let me open a session, for example. Let's take my song that is coming out tomorrow, for example. I got this song called Until We Die. So let me open the song, right? I'm going to open the song and I'm going to show you how crazy this thing I'm talking about is. You are now ready for how crazy this thing is. So, where's Logic? I don't have a theme for Logic. What's wrong with me? Anyway, all right. As you can see, this is the session, right, for that song. But that's not what the crazy part is. Look, let me turn on the music in the back. So this is the track. I don't know if you can hear it. Let me check if you can hear it. If you can hear it, put some fire in the chat if you can hear it. This song is exclusive, comes out tomorrow night. It's called Until We Die. All right. Listen, I think this song is a hit. But listen, let's take the vocals that are here. Just this sentence, right? I gotta double down, baby, I love you. And that's forever. All right, okay. I'm gonna isolate. I'm gonna mute the audio and I'm gonna mute the chorus and just keep this. I gotta double down, baby, I love you, and that's forever. All right, I'm gonna remove all the effects so it is dry. I gotta double down, baby, I love you, and that's forever. All right, and I'm gonna bounce. I'm gonna export this part. I'm going to export just this small part and I'm going to call it Until We Die Test AI, right? ACAP. Test ACAP. Bounce that. All right. I've exported that part. All right, cool. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the website that I've been talking to you about, right? Listen, yes, it's a banger. Thank you so much. Listen, now let me show you. Listen, let me show you the craziness, because we are talking about craziness. All right. This is the website. So It's a website called ODMe. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and take the vocal that I just did, the little test, right? And I'm going to drop it here. All right? So this is the song. This is the thing.
I gotta double down, baby, I love you. And that's forever.
All right? Now, look the craziness. I'm going to select this girl called Nicole. I'm going to select that girl, right? Okay. I don't want to change nothing, etc., etc. Okay, everything is all good. And I'm going to do convert. Wait, let me check. Are you sure? Can you hear when I play from here? Let me see.
I gotta double down, baby, I love you. And that's forever.
Okay, cool. Now, look. I'm going to click convert. I'm going to let the AI do its thing. It's converting into Nicole. And now listen.
I gotta double down, baby, I love you. And that's forever.
Yo. I can turn my voice into a woman's voice, or I can choose another guy. So there's a lot of different voices that you can choose from, but that's when you pay, right? Or you can even turn it into a party saxophone. So you do this, convert. Let's see. Converting. It's taking more time. So listen, we went from this.
Baby, I love you. And that's forever.
And you can turn it into this. Yo! Listen, it means that if you have an idea in a song, you have an idea, and you like, damn, that would have been cool if I could do, and then you just put it in there. It's gonna give you a real saxophone sound, or you can turn your vocal into a.
I gotta double down, baby, I love you. And that's forever.
Listen, let's download this one and let's download the saxophone one. All right? Now, let's go back to Logic. Let's go back to the session, right? We go back to the session. All right? We back here and let me do something quick. All right. Up. Okay, all good. Da, 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 da. Now, let me drag, right? Let me drag. Wait, let me create a new track. And let me drag. Let me turn all the effects back on. And let me drag what we just did. So the saxophone one and the Nicole one. Oh no, wait. Party saxophone and Nicole. Right? There we go. Now, imagine we can either have my vocal.
I gotta double down, baby, I love you. And that's forever.
Or we can have No, wait, listen. So imagine this is vocals, but if you go just like doing like you can turn it into a real saxophone. You don't need a player, or you can have a girl sing for you, but it's you. Listen.
I gotta double down, baby, I love you, and that's forever.
Or you can have you and the girl singing at the same time. You can do, listen, you can do a duet between you and the girl. Look, listen. I remove my vocals here. Imagine.
I gotta double down, baby, I love you, and that's forever.
Gotta double down, baby, I love you, and that's forever.
Listen, you don't imagine the possibilities if you could just do a track and, for example, the chorus here,
Until we're done.
this is my voice. Imagine if you replace all these tracks with a girl. Now you can have me singing the lyrics, and then I can have a girl sing with me. Or I can even do a whole gospel choir with 10 different AI singers singing what I tell them to sing, and I can have different vocals and
Until we're done.
this is crazy. This is crazy. And listen, you can go to your to the thing, and you can choose all type of vocals, all type of instruments: smoke, charmer, bansuri, flute, guitar, tenor saxophone, violin, strings, duduk, trumpet, electric guitar, and then you have all these singers. And so let's listen. Imagine I take Blake, for example, and I say, okay, convert into Blake. So he's gonna convert. There you go.
I gotta double down, baby, I love you, and that's forever.
Yo, listen, even if you're not a singer, you can record yourself, even if you don't sing that great, because it has automatic peak connection. So you can sing songs and have a dedicated singer that's gonna sing your songs for you. To do demos, or to when you want to send a demo to a girl, you can send her a demo with vocals. Listen, the possibilities are crazy. And not only you can do this, but you can also, and that's the crazy part, you can go here. So if you have a paying, a paid account, I don't know where it is. I don't think it's here. I'm not sure where it is, where you do it, because this is the first time I go to this website. I went here before starting the live when I was checking, and I'm discovering live. But there's a tool that you can use. Here, My Voice. You can go here to My Voices, and you can create your own voices, meaning that you can send a lot of you singing with your own voice, and it will learn how to create your voice that sound exactly the same as you, so you can use your own voice to sing your songs. All right. Imagine the craziness if you can have somebody do a demo for you, and then you can just replace with your voice, for example, if you want. Or you can have somebody do the chorus. You want to add your vocals in some of the track. You can add your voice if you want. Or you can, listen, imagine you are working with a girl And there's one vocal she did. Imagine. She does one vocal, and let me quit Logic. All right. Imagine you working with a girl, right? And she did, and it happens to me sometimes. I work with an artist, and there's one part specifically where they messed up. But maybe they booked the studio for a certain time, they didn't have more studio time, etc., right? Now imagine that, or sometimes, listen, I worked with a girl recently, and the singing was okay, but she was cutting her words too early, right? And I just needed for her to do, so she was like, for example, and I wanted it to be like, and there was some parts where she didn't do it well. She messed up, and I had to go melodyne, start editing everything, making da for it to sound nice. But I could still feel that it was edited. Imagine if I take all the vocals from this girl and I just create a version of her, AI, and what I can do is that part that I was like, damn, that's not the way she should have sang, or maybe the harmonies, she chose the wrong harmonies, because listen, not everybody, harmonies, they just come like a computer in my head. But sometimes people, they try, it's not that. So you have to melodyne it, etc. Or sometimes I put harmonies myself for the person so that it sounds good. And if it's a woman, I'm going to sing in falsetto so that it sounds more with her vocals. Now imagine if I could sing the harmonies for her, replace the vocals that she did wrong, and then put it in here and take her own vocal or her voice in AI and replace it with her own vocal that sings the way I wanted her to sing. And add harmonies, add maybe, sometimes people do a harmony and they only do one track. I like to mix harmonies so to be a little bit technical, I like to mix harmonies in stereo, meaning that if you sing, for example, I'm gonna put it here, right? But then I'm gonna ask you to re-sing I'm gonna do 2 times so that I can mix one a little bit on the left and pan the other one a little bit on here. So when you hear it as a chorus, you're gonna hear I'm gonna do, but you're gonna hear 3 of them. Now harmonies, I'm gonna do, and these ones I'm gonna put them a little bit like this, and then I'm gonna do, and then this one I'm gonna put them like this, so that when you hear it, you actually have a full spectrum of stereo of the chorus. It's a technique that I use all the time. But there's an artist that I work with. Every time he sends me vocals and he sends me harmonies, he only records one song, the main one track vocal, then the second one with the harmony, and that's it. And me, I'm like, wait a minute, where's the rest? A good chorus normally is 8 tracks. He sent me chorus with 2 tracks or 3 tracks, and I'm like, oh, this guy. So most of the time when I'm mixing his tracks, instead of calling him, sometimes I call him, I say, hey, I need you to do this. Sometimes what I do, I just record myself. I add harmonies myself the way I need it as I'm mixing, because it's faster for me. Now imagine if I could do this and then replace my vocals with his vocals or a girl's vocals. Oh. And listen, sometimes I'm going to sing my own song, but I don't know, maybe I'm a little sick, my voice is not well. Imagine I could sing the sick version and then replace myself with AI me. Yo. Listen, I was thinking of Pilo exactly when I did this, bro. Listen. Let me just show you an example. Let me fire Logic again, and I'm going to show you something, right? Listen, let's try in real time. Let's try in real time. I'm just gonna shoot something quick. I'm gonna do a new audio track just to test something. Okay, I got a new audio track. I'm gonna turn on all my shenanigans. Let me wait. Where is it? Where's the console? What's going on here? All right, let me turn on all the stuff. And let me just show you something, right? All right. I'm gonna turn off this mic and open the other one. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna play a fake saxophone, right? Just to see. I don't know if you're gonna hear what I'm gonna do. I didn't set up anything, but it's just to do a test. Let me just do I'm gonna record some fake saxo, right? Just to see. All right. That's just quick idea. Let me turn off everything. Give me a sec. I'm turning off all the machinery here. So let's hear it. Oops, that's loud. Let me know if you can hear. Oh shit, I forgot to turn off the auto tune. Anyway, we're just testing. It doesn't matter. All right, let's export this. Let's export this and see if we can turn it into a saxophone. All right. Bounce project. Sax. Download, bounce. All right, cool. Now, let me go to the website. All right, convert. Let me upload. So, downloads sax. There it is. I want to turn it into. I want to turn it into a saxophone. All right. Convert. Listen, you have no idea the number of times where I was needing a guitarist, a saxophone, somebody, and I had the idea in my head, and I was like, oh. And you know, sometimes people are busy, and look. That shit is crazy, bro. I'm gonna send this to Pilo. I'm gonna tell him, bro. Yo, this thing is, listen, AI, you just have to be on top of it or you lose your job, bro. Because you have AI editors, AI presenters, AI, listen, soon you're going to be able to have conversation, like you're going to do your live in conversation with an AI. Bro, listen, this morning, Listen, this morning I had a friend. He called me telling me that he didn't like a song that I did for him, right? And he told me, yo, listen, I wanted the song to be a little to have just a little more tempo in there. Listen, I fired up the songwriter in ChatGPT, and I just took what I had and I said, listen, double the amount of words and give me some ideas of things that I could do. And listen, 20 minutes later, I just sent him a brand new song. Listen, we just gonna use these tools because they're gonna be there anyway. And listen, there's a lot of questions that you have to ask yourself. Is okay, how do I protect my own voice? How do I make that there's not another Kaysha? If you have the feeling that your voice is unique or your style is unique, how do you protect that in a world where soon anybody's gonna be able to just take acapellas of your songs and turn them into AI models? How do you protect? I believe that that's where the legislation is going to go. Is okay, listen, I'm going to put my vocals in there. And if you want to do a track with me, you use my name. I want to be paid. And when you use my name, you use my vocal, like maybe it's embedded in the song, that I have to get 30% of the songs. Because people are going to do it anyway. Like people are already trying to do Michael Jackson with the voice of Koffi Olomide, Drake. So listen, it's a lot of questions, but this is some crazy thing. What up, Angel? I'd love to work with you, Kay, in the studio. It's so amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, one of these days when you come to Portugal. Avec tout ça, je créerai un personnage fictif. Listen, you think I didn't think about that, bro? Of course. Listen. You can create your AI singer and you can sing for that person, and then you can have either an animated persona or an AI avatar that's going to do video clips, and maybe those video clips are going to be done automatically. Oh, listen, I was telling somebody this morning that the real secret to making money in the music industry is to own catalog. Now imagine if you can create, and what I was saying, listen, I'm trying to double the amount of money I make, the amount of money I make every month, but it takes time to build a catalog that I built in 20 years. I'm not gonna build the same amount of music that I built in 20 years in 2 years, unless I use AI. I might have a lot of Kaysha songs, but I could do a lot of other Kaysha songs and just build a huge catalog of songs. Because I'm not going to use, like some people are lazy. They're going to use AI in a way where it's just like, do the work for me. Me, I'm just going to be like, oh, listen, help me work faster, but I'm still going to be the creative. And listen, this is crazy. But yeah, it is what it is. We'll see what happens with the time. But yeah, listen, I believe that's a cool website. That's a cool app. I'm going to send them a message to see if we can collaborate maybe on me doing a track live and then putting it online, like house or kizomba or whatever, and really use that, like do a whole session and harness all the tools. We'll see. Hey, listen, it's 10:30. I like to finish early. Now listen, I hope you like this show. If you did, make sure you put some Rambos in the chat. This show is brought to you by ShadaWear.com. Don't forget that you can get the Ape Royal new t-shirt from ShadaWear. Gods of Good Fortune. Thanks to our stream royalty for the month of June, Mike Phoenix, and of course all our sponsors. I hope you enjoy the show. Don't forget to listen, I love to give missions on TikTok, but I'm going to give missions here too. Go to my latest video on my YouTube channel and leave a nice comment, please. Even if you're watching the replay, do that, because most people are still watching this show on replay. So to me, I'm just recording a podcast live. All right, listen, Shada gang, it's always a pleasure. I'm gonna leave you with the track that I played in the beginning of this show, which is my new track with MK Prod called "The Best Thing I Ever Had." All right, Shada gang, I'll see you probably Sunday. If I'm not live on YouTube, I'll be live on TikTok, and probably both. All right, Sunday we will do a listening session of I forgot the name of the track. We're gonna do a listening session of the new single, the house single that you just heard is coming out in 2 days. So we're gonna do a listening session of that, plus some remixes. All right, Shada gang, always a pleasure. See you Sunday. Bless.